when secrecy becomes a danger?
The next morning, Ajua woke to an overcast sky, the air thick with the scent of rain. Her stomach twisted. Today was the cultural meeting, the one where she would represent Ghana, lead discussions, and show leadership. Her phone buzzed before she could get out of bed. Ethan's name flashed. "Good luck today, you'll be amazing." She smiled faintly, but the smile didn't reach her eyes. The support was comforting, but it also reminded her of what she couldn't yet allow herself to do. How can I balance this and him? The hall was alive with chatter. Students shuffled in, adjusting traditional clothing, greeting each other, sharing stories from home. Ajua stepped forward, her posture straight, her face composed. Inside, her heart raced. As she began presenting, every word came out measured, polished, strong. Leadership, excellence, representation. But her thoughts kept drifting to Ethan, the warmth of his hand, his patience, the gentle honesty of his eyes. Every time she caught herself imagining him beside her, a pang of guilt hit. After the meeting, she walked outside, letting the cold rain mist her face. She took out her phone. Another message from Ethan. "Are you free later? We can talk or just walk." Her heart leapt, but her fingers froze. She remembered her mother's words, her family's expectations, the responsibility she carried on her shoulders. And yet, a quiet part of her whispered, "You deserve this. You deserve him." She typed slowly, "Yes, I can meet later." Ethan was waiting at the usual riverside spot, umbrella in hand. He smiled when he saw her, the warmth in his eyes cutting through the chill. "You made it." "I said I would." The rain fell softly around them, creating a private world where only they existed. They walked in silence at first. Then Ethan spoke softly. "You've been carrying a lot lately, and I see it. I don't want to make it harder." She looked down at her feet, feeling the cool water soak her shoes. It's a lot. I'm trying to be strong for them, for my family." Ethan stopped, turning to face her fully. "Ajua, strength isn't about carrying everything alone. Sometimes it's about letting someone help, even if it's just me." Her chest tightened. Could she trust him? Could she allow herself to lean on someone without fear of losing control of her life? They walked closer to the riverside bridge. Ethan reached for her hand, gently this time. Ajua's heart raced. She didn't pull away, but she didn't move closer either. "Ethan, Ajua, I don't want to push you. I need you to know I care, and I'll wait no matter what." She nodded slowly. No words came out, but the small squeeze of his hand said everything neither of them could speak aloud. And at that moment, she realized something terrifying. Her walls were cracking. Her control was slipping. Her heart was choosing a path she couldn't stop. Back in her dorm, Ajua sat by the window, rain tapping softly against the glass. Her phone lay beside her, Ethan's gentle patience glowing on the screen. Her family's expectations loomed like shadows. Her responsibilities were pressing, and yet she couldn't deny the pull she felt towards him. For the first time, she admitted to herself, "I don't want to stop. I don't want to hide from him anymore." But admitting it came with consequences she wasn't ready to face.
The morning was unusually bright, almost cruel in its clarity. Ajua stared at her reflection in the mirror, dressed in her Ghanaian representative outfit for another cultural engagement. Her fingers fidgeted with the bracelet her mother had sent, a reminder of home, of rules, of expectations. Her phone buzzed softly. Ethan's name flashed on the screen. "Meet me at the park before your event. I need to see you." Her chest tightened. Today of all days, she couldn't just run. but a small, insistent part of her whispered, "You can't ignore him anymore." Ethan was already there when she arrived, leaning casually against a tree. Rain from the previous night left the air crisp and fragrant. He smiled softly when he saw her, but the warmth in his eyes carried worry. "You look beautiful." "Thank you. I don't have much time." "I know. That's why I'll be quick. But I need to say this before you go." She nodded, gripping her bag strap tighter. "Ajua, I know everything you are carrying, the expectations, the responsibilities, the pressure from home. I also know that I'm complicated in all that, but I care about you. I can't force you to feel the same, but I can't pretend I don't feel this either." Her heart skipped. The words were soft but heavy, and they demanded an answer she wasn't sure she could give. "Ajua, I care too, but I can't ignore the consequences if someone finds out. My family, my community." He stepped closer, careful, patient. "You don't have to ignore it. You just have to decide if it's worth trying for you." Ajua closed her eyes for a moment. The wind tugged at her hair. Her heart and her mind were in a silent battle. "If I follow my heart, I risk everything my family has worked for. If I don't, I'll regret never exploring what could be real." She opened her eyes. Ethan was waiting, patient, steady. The kind of presence she had never allowed herself to fully trust before. Her voice was barely audible. I don't know if I can balance it, but I want to try. I want this with you." Ethan's face lit up, not with triumph, but with gentle relief. "Then we'll figure it out, together, one step at a time." The two of them walked slowly toward the edge of the park, hand in hand, but not daring to fully entwine fingers yet. Every step was a silent promise. Ajua finally whispered, "I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but I know I can't ignore this feeling anymore." Ethan squeezed her hand gently. "Then we start here, just us. Everything else, we'll face it together." For the first time in weeks, Ajua felt a sense of calm. The weight of expectations hadn't disappeared, but the fear of being alone had. And as the sun dipped behind the horizon, painting the sky in gold and pink, she realized this is only the beginning. The applause still echoed in Ajua's ears as she stepped down from the stage. Another cultural engagement completed. Another perfect performance. She smiled for photos, answered questions, shook hands. From the outside, she looked exactly like the Ajua everyone trusted. Inside, she felt hollow. Her phone vibrated in her bag. She didn't need to check to know it was Ethan. She waited until she was alone. She stood in the hallway outside the auditorium, fluorescent lights buzzing softly above her. "Ethan, did everything go okay today?" She stared at the screen. So simple, so caring. Her fingers hovered, then typed. Yes, it went well. A lie, because nothing felt well anymore. Before she could put the phone away, another message came through. "I'm glad. I was worried about you." Her chest tightened. She typed again, slower this time. "Can we talk later?" There was a pause. Then, "Of course, anytime." She slipped the phone back into her bag, unaware that someone had been watching her from across the hallway. The next meeting felt different, subtle but undeniable. People stopped talking when she entered the room. Eyes followed her movements. Whispers died too quickly. Ajua told herself she was imagining it until Amma, one of the senior Ghanaian students, leaned closer and spoke quietly. Ajoa, can I ask you something? Ajoa's stomach tightened. Yes. Amma hesitated. Were you at the park yesterday morning? The question landed like a slap. Yes, why? Amma glanced around, lowering her voice. Someone mentioned seeing you with a man. The room seemed to tilt. They didn't say much, just that you looked close. Close. That one word burned. I thought you should know. People are talking. Ajoa nodded slowly, forcing calm into her face. Thank you for telling me. But her hands were shaking. That night, her phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't Ethan. It was her mother. A voice note. Ajoa hesitated before pressing play. Mother, voice message. Ajoa, we heard you are doing well. I'm proud of you. Just remember why you are there. You carry more than your own name. The message ended. No accusation, no warning, just expectation. And somehow that was worse. Ajoa sat on her bed, staring at the wall, her chest tight. How did they already know to remind her? Later that evening, Ethan called. She answered on the second ring. Hey. Just hearing his voice made something in her chest loosen. Hi. A pause. You sound far away. She closed her eyes. They noticed. Silence. Who? People from my community. Someone saw us. Another pause, longer this time. I'm sorry. I never wanted to put you in that position. I know, that's the problem. You didn't do anything wrong. Her voice cracked. But now everything feels fragile. Do you want me to step back? The question hit her harder than she expected. She didn't answer immediately because part of her wanted to say yes for safety and another part wanted to scream no for survival. I don't know what I want anymore. Ethan exhaled slowly. Then we take it one step at a time, no pressure. His patience hurt because it made her feel seen. Over the next few days, Ajoa changed without meaning to. She stopped replying quickly, stopped meeting Ethan in open places, stopped allowing herself to relax. Ethan noticed. You are pulling away. She didn't deny it. I'm trying to protect everything. And yourself? She didn't answer because she wasn't sure anymore. The message came the following afternoon, not from home, not from Ethan, from an unfamiliar number. Be careful, not everything stays hidden forever. Her breath caught. She read it again and again. There was no name, no explanation, just a warning. Ajoa slowly sank on her bed, the weight of it settling deep in her chest. This wasn't just guilt anymore. This was danger. That night, she sat by her window, city lights glowing below. Her phone buzzed. Ethan. She didn't answer immediately. For the first time since meeting him, fear outweighed comfort. She looked at her reflection in the glass. Strong, responsible, afraid, and finally admitted the truth she had been avoiding. Loving him wasn't the danger. Being discovered was. Her phone buzzed again. She picked it up, not knowing whether answering would save her or destroy everything she had worked for.